That was me a while ago.
Lingerer.
Welcome, everybody, to Bros on Nuggs.
Bros.
Bros on Nuggs on this snowy Saturday afternoon in Colorado Springs, the 80909. Thought we needed some Marv Albert, guys.
I like it, Dave.
Okay.
It's a good intro. It's better.
I couldn't tell if it was Kevin Harlan or Marv Albert, but that's Marv.
I'll take both of those. Well, I don't know. Marv's a little sketchy.
You know, that's always been my dream, to be one of those guys with my voice. I thought I want to be one of the voiceover guys. That's always been my goal in life.
Just the guy who does the intro when it's snowy outside and you're in Denver. I love the intros. Welcome to snowy Colorado, Denver, where the Nuggets are taking on, except we're in Philadelphia.
Al Roach has always been my inspiration. Al Roach
has got a great voice. It's really nice when you're on the train and DIA and Al Roach is speaking.
Everybody.
You're like, I'm home.
I'm Al Roach.
Please grab something. The train's about to move.
The train's about to roll. The doors are closing.
Doors are closing. Let me also do something with Minnesota.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
I want to do that so bad.
That's your
Can I
job.
do the ball?
I have
the guy's really good with the Nuggets. He goes, "Oh yeah!"
Well, I will give you my login information for Masterclass because there's a voice acting class you can take on Masterclass.
Oh wow!
Oh no!
And that might take you to the next level.
That's gonna take me where I need to go. Thanks. It's always been my dream.
I'm trying to get you there.
It's always been my dream.
It has always been your dream.
It's been my dream.
Yeah.
Give him your movie intro, man. When you do the movies,
us.
you're really good at movies.
With a man who had one goal, what would he do? I don't know.
Well, with a man with one goal, I'd help you to try to achieve the goal.
But
I know. But I like the voice, right?
What if the man who had one goal? What if it was like a horror movie?
Oh! You're gonna put me on the
Just
horror movie?
Yes.
They thought they were safe, but they weren't. In fact,
okay.
No, we know they aren't safe.
One last one.
They are.
No, one last one. If this Nuggets season was a movie, what's your voiceover for the trailer?
They were tired. They were sore, but now they will thrive in the new year.
I thought you said that. I thought you were going to be like they're ready to score.
Yeah,
ready to score.
They were tired. They were sore. They're ready to score.
Jamal Murray couldn't find the bottom of the basket.
Jamal Murray only plays the first quarter.
A lazy piece of shit.
We overpaid him.
We gave him a full contract, like up in the hundreds of millions, and still he has not performed as a superstar.
He'll get there.
He'll get there.
Oh, yeah.
We're not trying to be negative.
It's not. We just went.
Yeah.
We're already negative.
Welcome, everyone, to Bros on Nuggs. This will be our 5th episode, I think, and I'm excited to have the two brothers along today. Big time Timmy Jim and Will.
Will's got a drink.
Will, who doesn't know how to drink a beer.
Yeah, well, you'll get there, bud.
We'll try. I remember my first beer.
This has been a great day. Why do you think we're so giddy? The Nuggets won! Yeah!
We won twice this week.
Hey.
That's almost a win streak.
That's almost. We can't quite get
against the depleted Sixers, but we'll take it.
Yeah, but we all.
Hey man, that's their fault. It's kind of like MPJ. Like if you can't control your stuff,
yeah, man,
like then you're gonna suffer. So
these are COVID times.
Hey MPJ, stay inside. Quarantine so you can come play.
Get really good at 2K.
Just stay inside.
I think no matter how much MPJ has played any video game, regardless, I think I could beat him at whatever it is. Just something tells me.
If he's playing
video
2K,
games,
yeah,
video game wise,
any video game.
If he's playing NBA 2K, he just brings the ball up as himself and shoots the ball every single time.
He gets like 50 a game.
Yeah, he's like, this is what I should be doing.
Doesn't matter if it's a win or loss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd kick his ass in FIFA.
Well. Yes. Well, we don't need to go down the FIFA road.
I don't even play FIFA, and I could probably beat the dude in FIFA.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we are happy and giddy and excited here today in the 80909. What a beautiful snow it's been. Like big frosty flakes.
Steady.
Man, we'll always take the moisture.
Steady, wet, big flakes.
God.
It's good. Streets aren't even bad.
No, streets aren't bad. It's like that perfect snow, man.
Streets
It's
will
like
be bad later.
It's cold, so it's light and fluffy.
light, fluffy snow.
Oh, you know, in the high country, that's some good pow.
Oh, you know, the people are hitting the pow. Especially, apparently, south of us is really getting hit.
Yeah, we're actually supposed to get more, according to the news this morning, in some of the higher mountains.
Right. Yeah, this is more of a southern snowstorm.
Albuquerque low.
And Albuquerque low.
Albuquerque low.
Do you think Wolf Creek's getting hit up pretty
Wolf
hard?
Creek's
right now?
getting
If it's an Albuquerque low, yeah, you're damn
It's
right.
the southern part of that state. The
Same with
southern part of the state.
Flagstaff then too.
Do you think Flagstaff's getting hit?
Oh, when they get hit with
Albuquerque
Albuquerque lows,
Albuquerque lows hit that whole area, man.
Yeah.
Well,
we are weathermen as well.
bet you didn't know you were getting some weather coverage today.
Hey man,
Should have
this is
brought
what happens
Keeler
with
in
Bros on
for
Nuggs.
some,
We give you the fun.
We give you the fun.
We give you
all right.
randomness.
So I
Let's get to it.
guess we should settle in for the long haul here.
Mhm.
What are you not ready to settle?
No,
in?
I'm ready to settle. Let's
Let's do initial reactions from what we watched today. A great game by the Nuggets. I wouldn't say their
game.
best performance, especially against a depleted Sixers. But a win's a win, especially on a road trip, especially when you have to travel east.
Yep.
So just initial thoughts. Who wants to pick up here? Initial thoughts from the game today.
It's good team.
First half, I was a little frustrated in the first half. They were depleted. I kind of felt like we were going to come out and take it to them. We should have been frustrated after losing to Dallas. So for me, I was kind of worried about our heart and our effort, and I kind of saw that early on in the game. But we were able to get it going. Jokic didn't quite score as many points in the first half as he has been, but he was dishing and getting rebounds.
Almost got tripped up.
I mean, the first half for me was a little frustrating. Then I missed part of the third quarter driving over here to join you all. But I think that's really when we started taking it to them. My biggest frustration with this game was that our deep bench only got in for 2 minutes. They probably could have played, 6-8 minutes of that fourth quarter. Those guys, as you can tell if you watch the final 2 minutes, have been playing together. They have some cohesiveness. So I feel like they could have played with the one starter and 4 bench players for the 76ers. Overall, great win. I love anytime we can beat Dwight Howard. I don't like Dwight Howard. Used to, not anymore. We'll get into that later.
We'll get to that later.
Yes, you got a drink.
We'll get to that.
Get to that later.
But overall, I think it was a good start to our road trip. Obviously they have the best record in the East right now, so it'd have been kind of nice to see us go up against their full squad.
Beating Simmons for sure.
We'll get that opportunity later in Denver, which playing at home hasn't really helped us yet. But I'm excited. I'm excited. It's a good way to start. I was a little afraid we'd come out a little sluggish, a little more sluggish than we did. I mean, I thought we had a hot start, but I thought we'd come out a little sluggish after that overtime loss to Dallas.
And they handled themselves pretty well the first few minutes. And
early, they were attacking the basket. They didn't settle for a 3 until 4 minutes into the game.
Right.
We were attacking the basket. We made them go to zone, and that zone really that zone kind of took us out of that for a little while. I think it took us a while to figure out that zone.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
We don't have consistent shooters from the outside.
That's why they zone us up.
Yeah. We were just driving to the basket. I mean, we were just killing them. Everybody was taking it to the basket.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about zone here in a little bit.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later.
Here's
initial reaction, Will?
Coming from me, who's a Gary Harris hater. I'm a Gary Harris hater.
3-ball.
It was good to see because, honestly, he had a good game against Dallas too. If he can be consistent from 3, can we get that? Like, look at that. What did he have at the end of the game? Was it 24 points, something like that? I think he almost had like 15 in the first half.
Yeah.
He had 15 in the first half.
He was like 3 for 4, and that's not including the one that should have been a 3 that wasn't because his foot was on the line.
On the line.
God, that was feeling good. Seeing him make some corner 3s because this team is so much better.
Yes.
Gary Harris can shoot from the corner.
He finished with 20.
We don't even need you to do the couple 3s that you made, which were like, like coming off a curl cut. And because he scores without the 3, he knows how to cut with Jokic. I think that he's probably the best cutter on the team. He's the best defender on the team.
No doubt.
And my frustration with Gary this year and the last couple of years, and I know, you've correctly mentioned because of the injuries to him, is his inability to make outside shots. When he makes outside shots, this team is different.
Oh, very.
And they're so much better. Same with Will Barton.
Mm-hmm.
When our veterans can shoot consistently, and I'm not asking for 40, but 35, 32, can we not be 18% from the corner? Man, that's awesome. And considering a guy like Jamal was going through the motions today, and Gary and Will Barton stepped up, that made me happy today.
Oh, man.
Two guys that I always rag on, who I want to see the younger players play, and we'll get to that later. Yes.
But with Gary Harris scoring, scoring 21 today, you didn't need Jamal to go for 20.
Yeah, I was happy
to go for 20.
But what I'm hoping this will do is inject some confidence.
Mm-hmm.
We all know as a basketball player, when you start feeling it, it can roll over to multiple games and longer.
Oh, yeah.
And then maybe you figure it out, and then this can continue, because he's not shooting contested shots because of how good Jokic and Murray are. He can have open threes all day. He needs to hit open shots. When he hits open shots, this team is different. This is why we liked MPJ, as stupid as he is. This is why we liked MPJ in the starting lineup, because we needed open shots to be made.
That man will shoot it when it's not open.
I think it's fair to say we're not going to get MPJ as a guest on this show ever.
We could. We could turn it around if he follows COVID protocol and comes back and plays and starts scoring.
Right. What a fun game to watch in a lot of ways, because there was it was the Nuggets.
Emotions.
It was the Nuggets. It was the frustration of holy cow, they only have 8 players and we're not really taking it to them. And now their rookie, what's his name, Joe
and Maxey.
Maxey
Joe knocked down 3 threes in the first quarter.
Maxey scored 20 points in the first half.
Yeah. And so you're watching this, you're like, really, guys? Really? Is this what's going to happen? And then all of a sudden, third quarter rolls around, which third quarter has been our El Guapo, right?
Second quarter might be our El Guapo as well, normally. I mean,
we've had I would say second.
Second and third quarters.
Second quarter has been our El Guapo.
Usually we figure it out halfway through our third quarter. We don't start off our third quarter well, but we've typically been ending third quarter as well, where it's really that final 8 minutes of the second quarter to the about halfway mark of the third quarter. That would be our El Guapo.
That frame.
That frame, because
it's an interesting El Guapo frame.
But continue.
Well, it is, because the other day we had an 18-point lead going into the second quarter, gave up 43 points.
Right.
So I mean that the middle section of the game is our El Guapo.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And everybody has an El Guapo. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about.
You can explain El Guapo.
Well, my personal El Guapo is waking up and not wanting to drink coffee. That's my.
See, I love a good cup of Joe in the morning, but El Guapos. So they.
Yes.
We all have our El Guapos. For some, it's not having coffee in the morning.
That's right.
My El Guapo. I have several El Guapos, but God, my biggest El Guapo. Man, I can't even think of that right now.
Wow, that's great.
I'm sorry. It was a great build-up.
Talk about it.
El Guapo.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that later. No, the whole idea of the El Guapo comes from the movie The Three Amigos.
Yes,
great movie. I don't know if everybody who listens to us has seen The Three Amigos. If you haven't, it's a must-watch. But the El Guapo is the bad guy. And they have a whole speech about how everybody has their own El Guapo, but their El Guapo is
AKA your own issues.
Yeah, the things we have to overcome.
The Nuggets El Guapo is the middle of the game.
Just the entire middle of the game.
The entire middle of the game.
Or just any time that we're not scoring enough or defending.
Nuggets have
what did you like? What did you like from the Sixers game?
Okay, sorry. What I liked from the Sixers game. Thank you.
Yeah.
What I liked from the Sixers game was the fact that actually once, even though it's a depleted Sixers, and that should be a big asterisk.
Yeah.
Right? But even
but still, yeah.
it's a big
It's an
asterisk.
It's an asterisk.
But what I liked was we actually won by a lot of points. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
by the time the fourth quarter had started, you're like, I think the Nuggets are going to win this game.
Like, I cannot stress out.
Right.
I don't get more gray hairs watching the Nuggets today.
I think, Will, you were going to talk about this, but the problem is when you play all these close games, they're very much 50-50, right? Like, and last year, 50-50 ran in our balance because we won a lot of close games.
Yep.
And credit Joker for being that important piece to that. And then bubble time, credit Murray for being an important piece to that. But this year, that's not happening. And even when Joker does hit a game-tying shot while the clock is running down, we still weren't able to overcome that and win the game. So the 50-50 games are a problem for me this year so far.
Yeah.
And it was good to see us actually and we should have. So for once this year, well, I guess the Rockets game could be a should have as well. But for maybe twice this year,
the depleted teams with COVID that we beat up on.
We should beat up on them, and we did. And for that reason, I'm excited. It's a win. It's a good win against the best team in the East. Asterisks. But man, road trips, you'll take what you can get.
Take a win on the road.
As you guys mentioned, we're not playing well at home, unfortunately. Which out of all the NBA, our home court advantage without fans should probably be the best in the NBA, right? Because you're having to still travel to altitude, and it hasn't been that way. So it's good to go to the East Coast. It's good to go to Philadelphia, home of the Liberty Bell, where it rang for justice. And yes,
justice.
Good win. A win for the Nuggets.
I want to go a little bit further on this close matchup stuff.
Great.
So last year we were one of the best teams in crunch time defense. So we were about middle of the road in net rating on defense the whole year last year. We're 28th this year in net rating. Second.
28th.
Yeah, in net rating defense. We're the second to last worst defense in the league.
Overall.
That's great.
There's 30 teams in the league. We're 28th.
Grant and Craig.
But crunch time defense, we were like third last year. So when we needed to make a stop in the last 4 minutes of the game, we got to stop. I'm pretty sure we're like 25th right now in crunch time D. Like, so when we need to get a stop and get a rebound, we're not the same. And obviously, with other players gone, that's affected that.
No,
so
that's where you see Grant and Craig.
That's where these 50-50 games where we had Plumlee and
Grant and Craig.
We're still trying to figure out our crunch time lineups, and we know Jokic is going to make that shot. He did the other night against Dallas.
Yeah. But
we need that rebounding and we need that defense, and we're not getting that, and that's why we lost to the Suns. We lose these close games.
That Suns loss seems to still echo in my head for a lot of reasons.
Before we move on, can I just give you a stat right now?
Yes, we love stats. More stats.
The Nuggets are in the top 25 players who let the most. There are four Nuggets. Sorry, in the top 25 who let the most opponent points off of turnovers.
That's a lot. We're turning the ball over too much, and that was exemplified in the game against Dallas. And we were actually, when we were watching the game, I hate when I say actually we were watching the game, because of course we were watching the game. But even against Dallas, I think that's what really killed us was our turnovers, our sloppy. But at the beginning of this game, what you saw,
sloppy too.
Yep. And then we got a lead and we looked sloppy again. It's like, just stick to the core values of your team, which in a Mike Malone team is pretty obvious. You don't turn the ball over. You defend as tough as you can. You play as hard as you can, and things will work out in your favor, right? And we are not possessing the ball well, which is really frustrating to me, especially with Jamal Murray as your point guard. Like, you would hope that one turnover against Dallas, I didn't want to get into like nitpicky things, but there was a turnover against Dallas where he's on his back heels. He tries to throw it towards the baseline to Gary Harris. and Gary Harris was covered. He was not open, and it was just just a lazy pass that led to 2 points on the other side. I'm just like, come on, you're just so much better than that. So if we can kind of tighten that up, right? If we can tighten the turnover game up, I think we're super dangerous. I really do, and I've been critical of the Nuggets of not making moves, and we don't seem to be very active in the trade market right now, but who knows? But, man, if Gary Harris is contributing and we clamp down on that turnover problem, I think we're legit.
We got a lot of work to do on that because Jokic, MPJ, Gary Harris, and Jamal are the 4 Nuggets players in the top 25 for points off of turnovers for opponents. Yeah. Jokic ranks 3rd, MPJ 6th. Gary Harris is 13th.
You can just see
Jamal's 24th.
There's like 3 or 4 turnovers a game where Jamal and Jokic just aren't on the same page.
Yeah.
Jokic like wants to cut or like thinks Jamal's cutting and he doesn't, and he throws it in the wrong area, and then he gets tipped for an easy like dunk. That's happened like 3 or 4 times the last couple games, and yeah, they're not on the same page yet, which is Scott Hastings. If you guys were watching the preview before the game started, he's like, "We got our ham and our eggs, but we're not getting our ham and our eggs together." Jokic's just a ham. Maybe Murray is the eggs. We can have the eggs and the ham, but not at the same time. Now we got to get the ham and the eggs together.
Is that a metaphor?
Yeah, man. Scott Hastings used it. Love you, Scott.
If you can't tell, Will's hoping we get Scott Hastings as a guest.
Oh, man. I would be so excited.
Could you even talk to him?
Yeah, I would just talk to him like he's my Uncle Bill.
That's awesome, guys. All right, so good stuff. Any other thoughts from today's game that you just want to put out there before we start talking the whole week and what the Nuggets have done this week? The win, the loss, the win again. Anything else you guys want to throw out there from today's game?
Jokic had another dunk.
A nice dunk.
What a sweet pass by Barton.
Oh, did you see that pass by Barton, the behind the back, right on the money? That was
awesome, but Jokic dunked it.
Yeah.
Which is just as awesome as a behind the back pass.
That's fine. What are you doing? Get on yeah. Any other thoughts from today's game?
Just where the hell's Jamal?
I want to echo Tim's frustrations. Why weren't the Najee, Bull, Hampton playing sooner? We need to get those guys some minutes, man. I want to see those guys play a little bit more.
Yeah.
But but that's nitpicking.
That is nitpicking. Can I just say I'm glad we got to watch a basketball game today? I mean, with the COVID protocols and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we were 50-50.
Yeah, I was worried that it wasn't going to happen. And even this morning, as early as 9 a.m., they were still trying to make a decision. So thank you, NBA, for taking precautions. And then thank you for allowing a game to happen today. That's awesome.
And Jamal, step your ass up.
Also, the last 3 games, Jamal has balled in the first quarter and has been non-existent the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a takeaway from the whole week, but I thought he would realize that himself and do more today. But he scored 6 of the first 10 points of the game, and then he didn't show up again until the second half. He finished the game with 14 points and like 4 assists. Yeah. He's not balling at the level we need him to ball at if we want to continue to win. If we want to beat the 76ers when the 76ers are at full strength, we need him to come out and play basketball.
Drop 30, 35.
We could get away with 20, 25. We could get away with 25 probably.
Yeah.
From him. But when he's just coming out and balling in the first quarter and then just I don't even know what he's doing the rest of the game, that's real frustrating.
Yes. Absolutely.
All right.
Hey, if you guys want Ryan to join, I just need his email. I'll invite him real quick.
He hasn't texted me, so
okay, cool.
We'll see if we can get him as
we're trying to get a special guest.
He'll join at some point if he doesn't join today.
Okay. Absolutely. Ryan's awesome. Okay, so we have some segments that I wanted to work with today. The first, as if you're fans of our show, Bros on Nuggs, is I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. And so let's do that. Will, I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. What could you possibly overreact about right now?
I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. The veterans are getting too much play, and we need to let our younger guys play more. I want to see more RJ Hampton and Najee. I just do. I think we're going to be better with them in the long run. They If we let them get more minutes, I think this team will be better. And I know this is an outlier because finally Barton and Harris have played better. But I want to see those two guys play. And I want to see Bull play more, but I'm not Malone. I'm not there in the locker room. I'm not there watching practice going on. So I want to see our young guys get more run, man. I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. I think Malone hates his rookies. He doesn't ever play them. And I think they need to get more run. I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting.
I would like to see Nanji get some more run because we're short on bigs.
Particularly him.
So it makes sense. I mean, I love RJ Hampton, as you guys know. I'm a big RJ Hampton advocate, mostly because I like his dunks, and I'm a big dunk guy.
I like the dunks.
If you guys have paid attention to Bros on Nuggs, I like to talk about dunks.
Did you eat Dunkaroos as a kid?
No, Will.
No? The Dunkaroos? With the frosting and the graham crackers?
Yes, Will, I did eat those. You're right. With the chocolate or the frost.
Dunkaroos.
Yes, Will.
Well, we digress.
I ate Dunkaroos. All right. I like RJ Hampton, but what makes most sense is Nanji getting some run because we're short on bigs. And he seems to be a team dude. Like, I don't get it. Like, he'll be willing to do whatever he needs to do to help the team out. And he plays within the offense. You were commenting on that earlier. He plays within the offense. He takes shots from the limited time we've seen. He takes shots within the offense. He seems to be probably not a great post defender, but at least another big body that we could throw out there that knows his role. And I'd just like to see him get some run. But that's not my overreaction. Tim, I'm not overreacting. Are you overreacting?
I want to trade Jamal for Maxey straight up. I was all about keeping Jamal on our team. He's really starting to frustrate me. And like we said early episodes, he was one of my favorite players last year. But I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing. But this guy Maxey was unafraid. There was eight or nine players for Philadelphia, and that dude was unafraid to come down and just play basketball. And he shot the ball tons. He had his season high of I think he finished with like 26 points or something. But he had a season high, which was previously like 15. He had 20 in the first half.
Yeah.
So he just destroyed us. I definitely understand that's an overreaction because I do love Jamal. But I need to see more out of Jamal. I'm very disappointed in that guy right now.
All right, I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. If Gary Harris plays like he did today, we have a chance at winning an NBA championship. I mean, if he plays like he played today, offensively,
if he consistently scores like 15 points,
15, that's all we need. If he plays like he played today and he hits the three, and he hit it at a high clip today, but if he hits the three around like 35%, we are an NBA championship caliber team. I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting.
Can I do another one?
We'll need help from Jamal.
I'm usually only allowed one. But can I do one more quick one?
An overreaction?
Yeah.
All right.
What the hell? Fuck, you're not playing against the Mavs, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I'm not overreacting. You're overreacting. Facu could guard Jalen Brunson. Don't give me this. They're too tall bullshit.
All right.
Facu could have guarded Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Yeah.
To not see Facu against Dallas was frustrating for me as well.
Especially when you have Doncic coming out and saying,
especially
when you have Doncic coming out and saying that once Facu gets established in the NBA, watch out for him. That's a dude. Obviously, I'm not a big Doncic guy. Hella talented man.
Yeah.
But to hear him say that coming from some guy who's been playing European ball, to give that praise to another guy
in Real, saying like this guy's
legit.
Yeah,
you should listen to it and you should play Facu. Facu got some good minutes today. Wish you'd got a little bit more, but you know what? I think we're still just trying to figure out our rotations and our minutes. It's frustrating.
And how does RJ Hampton get minutes with Facu and Monte?
RJ Hampton's a rookie, and you know you could probably take a shot every time we say this, but Malone doesn't like playing rookies.
Facu's a rookie. But he's different.
But he's 29. He's a grown ass man. He's 29 years old.
It's not the same.
It's not the same as playing a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah.
RJ Hampton, who I'm excited we got. I thought he was a steal. I was pumped up when we got him.
Yeah.
But him, that's different. Faku's been playing international at a high level for many
It was
years.
good seeing him play today.
Oh, great seeing
It
him
was
play
good
today.
seeing him play today.
He's quick. He's pesky on the defensive end. On the offensive end, he didn't like. There were two possessions in a row where you can tell where Green hasn't played with our boys enough because he was not prepared for a Jokic pass.
Yeah.
And on the very next possession on the way down, this is
Wasn't ready for a Faku pass.
Wasn't ready for a Faku pass.
Yeah.
So that dude's not ready for. He played with some different ballers last year, so he'll find his way. But
He will.
it was nice to see Faku play.
It was. All right. Well, I'm pumped up the Nuggets won today. Can we do a new segment?
Yes.
And you guys can join in on this. I'm gonna call it Graph-fundamentals.
Ooh, I like it.
So it's like graph fundamentals.
Graph
Graph-fundamentals.
of fundamentals, yes.
Yes. Okay. In the Dallas game, JaMychal Green gets a rebound, and I'm not hating on JaMychal. I like the way he's played. What do you guys think of the way JaMychal's played?
Awesome.
He's one of the
Awesome.
best guys off the bench.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's been consistent and he brings toughness and he's knocking down threes and
Not the perfect replacement for Grant, but
yeah, I mean, in regards to defending wings, yeah, but other than that, he's great.
Mhm.
He's great. Like the JaMychal Green pickup.
Me too. JaMychal Green gets a rebound against Dallas.
Okay.
And fundamentally, you're supposed to outlet to the side you rebound on.
Yeah, you just turn and outlet.
JaMychal Green outletted across the lane.
Turn the ball.
The ball was turned over for a layup.
Mhm.
So that's Graph-fundamentals.
Fundamentals. I like this.
All right.
Be prepared for tons of
Graph-fundamentals.
fundamentals.
Hey, just so you guys know, we grew up in white suburbia where if you didn't play with fundamentals, you got your ass kicked. We still got our ass kicked.
If you played with
But
it didn't matter what you played with.
yeah, but you had to play with at least some fundamentals to be
Hang in there.
hanging in there.
Yeah.
To
Hang
win
in
3
there.
games out of
Especially
25.
Especially defensively.
Yeah.
You had to-
Yeah.
So if we ever
Hell, see
talk,
ball, see man.
if we ever talk too much defense or too much fundamentals, that's where we're from,
Pistols.
right? Pistols.
Right, Coach Gus?
Anyone else have a Graph-fundamental that you would cover? It's a new segment, so next week.
Fundamental.
Yeah.
This is for the entire NBA. Everybody carries.
Yeah, it's frustrating to watch.
Everybody carries. I watched a college basketball game right before I watched the Nuggets, and the officials called carries. You watch anybody, Nuggets, it could be anybody. We do it. We're guilty. Everybody carries the basketball.
Yeah.
And that really bugs me. It bugs me because sometimes they hold it onto their hand for 2 seconds, and then they continue to dribble. For me, it's frustrating because it's not pure basketball.
Yeah.
And that may not be what you're going for fundamentals, but
I think that
I got one.
that's a Graph-fundamental.
got one.
You have a Graph-fundamental?
Yeah, a
All right.
fundamental. Ball watching during shots. Not finding a man to box out
Yes.
to get a rebound.
Mhm.
And this team, particularly the Nuggets, needs to do that.
we don't
Our
box out.
guards, particularly, oh my gosh, they just watch. Oh, okay, you shot the ball. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Boom. And then these long rebounds happen, and we're not finding a man. We used to do this, what we called meat grinder, where you just run in a circle.
Yep.
Just run in a circle, and then the coach would shoot, and then you had to find a man, no matter if it's yours or not, and just find a man and box him out when the shot was up, and you'd have to yell, "Shot!" I don't see any. I don't see that. I'm not saying those guys are going to do that because they're so good.
No.
I know. Tim's laughing his ass off.
You guys are both cracking me up.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you. Like, boxing out is huge.
They don't box out,
We don't do
man.
it.
No one boxes out.
man, if I was 6'11", I wouldn't box.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Box
box
out.
out either.
Box
Man.
out.
All right.
Dribble the basketball. Don't carry the basketball.
That's fun. Fundamentals next
Hey,
week, guys.
all rebounding is effort.
fundamentals, man.
Well, and height.
Make free throws.
Yeah, free throws.
Make some freaking free
Oh,
throws.
there we go. The fundamental.
Well, that's why we
Yeah.
lost the Dallas game.
That's right.
right?
Yeah. We weren't too
The
hot on him
fundamentals
early.
there.
Well,
Have to go
okay,
fundamentals.
Make some damn free throws.
Well,
Jokic was like 50%.
Now, was that because Jokic has played so much and he's already getting tired
He's
late
tired.
in games? He's already
tired.
getting tired late in games.
oh, he's played.
So
a
he's
lot.
missing free throws.
He's played a lot
He's
of minutes.
overplayed already too early in the season.
But it's not just a theme for Jokic; it's a theme for the Nuggets. We have not been making free throws.
No, we
out
have
of
not.
his
Even
60.
Jamal, whose dad
He's
used to
like
make
a
him
90% guy.
His dad used to make him do like 100 push-ups when he missed a free throw or something, or like run a nasty nine or whatever it was. That dude is an 89% free throw shooter, and he's like 70-something right now. Jamal is just not in this season right now.
Maybe
That was a whole rant. I apologize.
that's a hot take. Tim.
Time out with Timmy.
No,
Jamal.
Not yet. We're gonna
Not
give Tim
yet.
some time before his timeout.
I got some things to talk about.
Let me clear my throat.
Let's drill. Who's the most frustrating player for you guys on the Nuggets right now?
Let's let him go. We know
Well,
the answer.
No, mine is Jamal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm dogging on dude Jamal. If somehow you ever listen to this, dude, I love you and I want you to succeed. And I want you to be that superstar. But you gotta step your fucking game up, bro. It's time.
Expect him.
You showed us in the bubble what we all thought you could do, and now we need to see that again. We need you to bring that. Had you not shown us what you could do, what we thought you could do, that would be one thing. But you've shown us that you can ball. You've shown us that you can go out and score 50 points in 2-3 games, back to back to back. You killed it in the playoffs.
How old is Jamal?
23.
23.
Okay. Did he not come out with a comment about him being tired?
Just said he said it last game.
He said
Well, that goes to the
So,
bubble and
no.
everything. And
He played 43 minutes against the Dallas Mavericks and said, "Yeah, it was tired." Jokic doesn't say that ever, and he's tired.
he's tired. Did Michael Jordan ever say
No.
that? Have you ever heard LeBron James say he's tired?
no, he just quietly takes the night off.
Right.
He just goes, "Oh, I'm not playing
Or
tonight."
runs into the.
No, they'll never admit it, but it's clear.
I can
they'll
see,
never say
I
they're
can see
tired.
why Jamal's tired, but you're a professional. You just got paid hundreds of millions of dollars to play the game you love as your job.
No, he literally
As
said it
your
to the
job.
press the other night. He said,
He's probably
he
tired.
said we're tired. He was talking
They look
about him and Jokic, but Jokic didn't
Jokic
say
looks
that.
tired at the end of the game.
I'm sure you're tired, and maybe
He's the most
now
frustrating player for me.
now that we're 4 weeks into the season, maybe it's time to not be tired and time to be in shape. And it's time to roll.
We're in unprecedented times. Ryan Davis is joining us.
Okay, cool. Ryan, hang in there just 1 minute. We'll get to you very soon, okay, bud?
He's walking around his house.
Most frustrating player to you right now?
MPJ.
Oh, that's
Okay.
another good one.
MPJ.
I won't even call him a player right now.
Dude, this, we
Protect the team,
we
man.
keep on saying you're our third star. We need you. We need this third scorer. You're going to take us over the top. You're quarantined for 7 days. You missed 4 games. We're waiting for you to come back against the Mavericks. And if you're there with the Mavericks, we beat you.
Probably a win.
We beat the Mavericks. Oh, by the way, he's quarantined for another 10 days for breaking protocols again. How ironic, the guy who says it's all a hoax can't fucking follow protocols.
Right.
I'm just so frustrated with him.
Stay home.
It's just, oh man, it's beyond frustration. I'm just so mad that the kid.
He's a kid.
And he's a kid.
He is a kid.
But here, again,
Yeah, he's a kid.
I will go back to this,
Yeah.
but it pretty much means you're dumb. Paul Millsap said,
Here's your sign.
Paul Millsap was like, you're still learning how to learn.
Yeah.
Which means you're dumb.
Yeah. We'll never.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
So,
MPJ will never join us.
MPJ, stop being dumb because you're selfish.
I want to see it.
No, he's selfish. No.
Go at it.
He's selfish.
Yeah.
Because let's just remember about when he didn't get his shots up against the Clippers when we lost, the game 4?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought I was more incorporated. This wouldn't be happening, and then they need to give me the ball more. You're a fucking rookie.
Will has done a complete Will's come around, man. For the longest time, Dave and I were like, "Oh, this guy's frustrating. This guy's frustrating." Will's had so much hope, and to see Will's hope for that man now gone kind of shows
it's not
you
gone.
It shows you where it's at.
just like, dude, we need you to play.
Yeah, that's
and if you don't, because right now he's a protocol, right? No one has said that he's tested positive. All these other players, they would say he has a positive test if he had it, right?
So he must have gone out and
he broke protocols.
He's a young man in Denver and went out, and he should have been at home.
I was a young man in Denver once, Tim.
I know, but you had a girlfriend.
I don't know the whole story.
This man does not.
I will say this: I don't know the whole story.
You would bring us down for a weekend and then regret it.
Yeah, my most frustrating player right now is Michael Porter Jr.
Okay,
who's your most frustrating player, Dave? Well, if you're going to ask us these questions, you have to be prepared to answer them.
Okay, well, I mean, my initial response is Jokic, but then the better side of me is like the guy's the most consistent.
He's the only reason we.
I don't like his turnover.
No, his turnovers are horrible.
But I would probably side on the Jamal Murray thing, only because he's so up and down. So like if last week I'd say Jamal Murray's about to, we did say this.
We thought he was going off.
It was like he's back, it's ready.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, and now it's not. And so I think because of his inconsistency, he's my most frustrating player.
Yeah.
All right, we are welcoming in our special guest today.
There he is. Hey, Ryan.
Hey guys,
And
how we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
How's it
You
going?
got a nice frozen look to you, Dave.
Thank
Everyone
you.
looks frozen to me. Well, I hope you guys can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you.
Good job on the win, guys. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ryan.
That's not a win for us.
That's
It's
awesome.
a win for you.
It's good
Yep.
to be out here after
Well,
we do.
I guess I'm going to talk about Warriors basketball. I guess that's why I'm on. Still can't really hear anybody, but I'll let you know. We got a good win against the Clippers. I'm pretty excited about that.
As well, you should be.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah, right.
We
What's
can
that?
hear you loud and clear. Can you hear us, bud?
Hey,
Technical difficulties?
Kingman, Arizona doesn't have the best internet.
Yeah.
Do they have an In-N-Out?
Yes,
Kingman,
they do have
Arizona.
an In-N-Out.
has In-N-Out.
Is it? Are like 80% of their employees struck with COVID?
Well, maybe because I don't know. Ask Ryan. He lives there.
Ryan, can you hear us, man?
I can hear you.
All
right.
Okay. Hey, Ryan, I'm glad you joined us here today on Bros on Nuggs after a great Nuggets win against the 76ers, which is a patriotic team. I would like to say the Warriors are dangerous all of a sudden. I was not nervous about them, but now that Steph Curry has gone off this week, I'm certainly nervous. Your thoughts, Ryan?
I really felt like the Warriors are exceeding expectations, but it's mostly the bench that's doing it. I know a lot of credit's going to Curry, but I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Mulder. Mulder out of University of Kentucky. He's got a nice three ball this year. Damian Lee got a nice three ball as well. They're really lifted up. Then, of course, Kent Bazemore. Gotta love Kent Bazemore.
Nice.
Looks like my son's joining the Bros on Nuggs or something. Said so true.
Bench
play, I think that-
some Golden State Warriors.
You know what?
Hi, Noah. We preseason wise, the Nuggets lost to Golden State, which didn't bother me so much, but it does make me nervous that Steph Curry is in fine form right now. Do you think Golden State is a playoff team?
Yeah, I got him in the top 5 for sure right now. I mean, I think they're sitting at the 4 right now.
Right now, everyone's sitting between like 4 and 12.
I get what you're saying. They're going to be dangerous.
I think the key to the Warriors making the playoffs is going to be Kelly Oubre Jr., who has not played well at the beginning. If Oubre can get hot, I see him as a definite playoff contender.
Ryan, we haven't spoken about this, but Kelly Oubre Jr. is I'm a huge fan of him. Like
we were hoping the Nuggets would get him.
Yeah, Nuggets, Bros on Nugs episode 1, I talk about how he's the guy I would like to take from the Warriors if I could take one dude from the Warriors. It wasn't Steph. It wasn't Draymond. Oh, definitely not Draymond.
Well, we can't say Steph because it wasn't realistic or Clay.
Right. That's right. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
But Kelly Oubre was my dude that I would take. And I agree with you. If he can come around, then you all of a sudden, even without your boy Klay Thompson, I think that you have a legitimate shot at a playoff. And then you know what happens in a playoff, Ryan?
Playoffs?
The best players tend to take over. And what you're seeing from Steph right now is a very good player trying to lead his team. Do you think?
Yeah, I think Steph's leadership is huge. Finding the open man. He's like, if you look at the Clippers game, this last game, he was drawing a triple team almost every play, and then making the right decision, kicking it out, making those corner threes. It's a big part of what they do, making the right read. And Draymond is the facilitator of that. We were 0-2 without Draymond. Happy to have him back, of course, to facilitate the offense.
Yeah, team dude. I'm not a big Draymond fan, just so you know. I've probably told you this before in some sort of Jägermeister state, but I'm not a huge Draymond fan. But you're right. To that team, he means a whole hell of a lot, doesn't he?
Hey, Ryan, what do you think about Dame Time coming out in Portland saying that they want to trade for Green? You heard that rumor?
I think the question was about. I've heard some trade rumors about Portland. Is that what you were saying, Tim?
Yeah. That you know, Damian Lillard wants to bring in Draymond. Like, who would you need from them?
I don't think they're going to trade anybody this year. I'd be really surprised if they even pick up another. They have a disabled player exception that they're been granted, but I don't know. I maybe PJ Tucker. I know he's available. He wants out of Houston, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, PJ Tucker seems to be involved in a lot of the Harden trade rumors.
He wants out, man.
The thing is, he's so old. Like, not a lot of rebuilding teams would like to take on PJ Tucker. It's not a contract issue. It's just he's 37, the twilight of his career.
The Warriors have no problem spending money. That's for sure. I mean, that
They're
salary
already
cap means
overbooked,
nothing to those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why we as Nuggets fans do not like the Golden State Warriors. One of the many reasons. Hey, Ryan.
Are you drinking a 40?
It's a Mountain Dew.
I know.
It's a Mountain Dew.
It's a Mountain Dew.
Well, let's talk some Nugs. He can talk some Nugs. He's been watching the Nugs.
Ryan, thoughts on the Nuggets so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on the Nuggets?
What do I think about the Nuggets? Well, I think Gary Harris Jr. has got to play a lot better. I think I said that to one of you guys the other day. I think he's a key. And then the bench is going to have to really improve. I'm actually looking for someone to break through on that bench and show us that they want to play basketball. Michael Porter Jr. coming back is really, really big part of what happens with the Nuggets, I think. I mean, he's a great player. They're surely missing him. But they beat the Sixers pretty handily today. I know they were shorthanded, but Jokic, always probably the best center in the game. Maybe not top 5 all-time probably centers. As far as passing, he's number 1. So I think the Nuggets look strong. Got to get Murray going. Needs to be a threat from the 3-point line. I just think he hasn't hit his potential yet this season. In the bubble, he looked great. So if they can play the way they're playing in the bubble, I see them in the conference championship for sure.
If they can play like they were in the bubble.
Oh, man.
That's a big if.
Ryan, hearing you say that gives me just a ton of joy, by the way. Thank you.
As a Warriors fan, too.
Yeah, as a Warriors fan. He's willing to admit that we'll be better than the Warriors. That's awesome.
I don't know. Right now.
We'll see.
It's early.
It is.
Looking forward to – we'll have to have you back when we play the Warriors again. And I want to see Denver utilize Murray a little bit like how Curry is utilized in regards with coming off screens and just shooting the way he does. But maybe you think it's in Murray's repertoire, but
his confidence is shaking.
I don't know. He had so many open shots today, and he was like, "Nope, pass it. I don't want it. Hot potato."
Right, not like Curry at all.
Against a team that was depleted. It took him until the fourth quarter to be like, "Oh, okay, I'll take that shot." So I think Ryan nailed it about Murray, which we've already talked about immensely prior to Ryan jumping in. So,
Ryan, since we have you on,
I really think though.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Like you're talking about the screen thing, Will, coming off screens for Murray. I think just more motion offense is what the Nuggets need to get around if they're going to do that, because Jokic can really run that center position and just delve it out. Gary Harris Jr. on the outside, Murray on the outside. I think they got a good shot there. Porter lining up for three. If they had more motion around and just let Jokic facilitate from down low, much like you saw with the Warriors a couple seasons ago, Zaza Pachulia, he did a lot of that for us. And then, of course, the center, the Australian wonder there, Andrew Bogut, good passing center as well.
Well,
Bogut.
I would say that Jokic is actually better from the high post.
Oh, yeah.
He's amazing from the high, like a Princeton offense.
Oh man,
what I was doing against you in 2K the other night, I would just put Jokic on the high post and just cut off of him. I would love to see that more. And again, I would like to see Murray set screens for Jokic and Jokic bring the ball up, because good things come off of that, because we're able to kick out the shooters with Jokic having the ball off of the screen, like you said. So you nailed it, man. You got it right. I think the Nuggets can do a little bit more of that, but we are our net rating on offense is the second best in the NBA. It's our defense that is absolutely terrible. In the words of Bradley Beal, I know he's talking about his team. They couldn't guard a parked car.
Yeah. So Nuggets defense definitely something to be desired. That's for sure. Maybe some more zone. I don't know. Have they tried playing much zone? That might help a little bit.
No, but I think Ryan's onto something here. I actually like when we go zone, but the problem is personnel. We would have to actually bring in like ball.
Yeah.
Like we in preseason in the first couple games late, we ran this 1-3-1 that was super wide because of the length we had. With Bol and Jokic, and MPJ was a part of that. So when you have that length, I'm with you, Ryan. The problem is our coach Malone, who I love and will always respect. He doesn't seem to be wanting to play Bol a whole lot, which is fine. But I do like that idea, Ryan, of zoning up just a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't play him either. I think the length would be amazing, especially you put maybe Jokic at the 4 occasionally would be good.
Yeah, the thing is, Bol defensively is not a 5-4, or he's a 3 kind of.
I think it depends on the team you play. He can't guard elite 4s or 5s by any means. He get crushed.
No, you get crushed. You get run
like
over.
If he played against the Knicks the other night, Julius Randle and Robinson would just kick his ass.
Yeah. He's a 7-foot shooting guard.
Yeah.
The dude can't. I weigh more than that man, which tells you a lot about my weight. But also, I weigh more than that man, and he's 7'4" or 7'3", whatever or 7 foot. Dude's skin and bones. He can't bang with people. He's weak. He needs to get stronger. His dad was tall and skinny. I think that's his genetics, but at the same time, he can add some muscle.
He can challenge some shots at the 3 position, though.
No, he could. He's got length. He's got length.
I think that's where we see him is at the 3, and that's not happening right now, is it?
Not right now. Not with MPJ.
All right. What else we got on the docket?
Well, Ryan, do you want to join us in some of these segments we're going to try out?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, before you joined, the next one was the player you're most proud of. And for you, Ryan, this can be in the NBA. For us, this is for the Nuggets. But you might have a Nugget that you're most proud of. You guys, Nuggets you're most proud of.
We'll probably all be jumping on this train. It's going to be Jokic.
Yep.
Because he usually comes out of the gate slow and unhealthy and unfit for the season. And usually it takes him about a third, like we got to go a third of the season until Jokic starts looking fit and looking to run. And the bright spot is in Jokic, man. He's been fit. Like, I really wanted to see him take it to Embiid today.
Me too.
I was bummed because of the protocols that Embiid couldn't play because there's, the social media people talking about how Embiid's better, and I wanted to see him just take it to him. I was happy that, Dwight always gets under Jokic's skin.
Didn't happen today.
He did better today.
Yes.
And he was what? What'd you say? Couple rebounds, or was it a couple assists from a triple-double?
One rebound.
One rebound away.
One rebound away. I mean, he's an MVP candidate. He's averaging a triple-double right now, guys.
Yeah.
And he's currently 7th in the MVP race.
Power rankings.
In the MVP
Power rankings. I mean,
who's
yeah,
power
dude.
rankings?
Those are stupid.
But
anyway,
somebody
I'm most proud of Jokic, and because usually he does not come out hot. And when I was watching the Dallas game the other night, and I was like, man, I don't know if we're even gonna go. Like, and he knocked down that shot.
Right.
And I was just like, I'm so proud of you, Jokic. Even if we don't win this game, he wasn't even happy. He made that shot, and the whole team came and ran out to him. He was just like, we shouldn't even be here. Why are we even tied?
He was yelling.
He was mad. He was mad because he knew that they blew it. Right. Like, we were up by 10 and we freaking blew it. And like, that's the attitude I want to see. And then I'm hearing that he's in the weight room more.
Yeah.
So,
well, time out, gentlemen. There's one thing that changed for this man in the off season.
Got married.
He got married. So I think that has pushed him to go to the gym more. And I think, just being outside of the house. I don't know if you've seen his wife. His wife is pretty attractive. I think she's a yoga instructor. But all of us who are married understand our time away from the nest, if you will. And I think this man is capitalizing on it.
Tim, do you have a nugget you're most proud of?
Oh, it's Jokic. Like, we'll set it all. He came out and started balling. He's doing great things for us, and it's really been a lot of fun to watch him. And I guess my next one would be Paul Millsap. A lot of people went after Paul with the way he performed in the bubble, and the way he came out and has been playing this preseason and been playing so far in this season. Great, he can shoot as well from beyond the arc today as he has been. But that guy, for a guy his age, has been playing great. He played really well, I thought, considering he lost a family member against Dallas. That was his first game post a traumatic family thing. And
lost his grandpa.
Yeah, and that's hard. We've all lost a grandparent, and that's not easy to do. And I really think that way he's been playing shows leadership, shows grit, shows heart. And it's all things that the Nuggets need to see right now and need to be a part of for us to go forward.
Dave?
I'm proud of Jokic, obviously.
Gary Harris.
Yes, mine is Gary Harris. Well, surprise! Surprise, surprise!
You love some spaghetti!
I'm proud of him. Every night he has to guard probably the most difficult person to guard, day in, day out, every night. And that's his job, and he gets it. And he gets paid well for it, by the way. Pretty well, right? His contract says, I guard people. But what I'm proud of him for is tonight, man. I'm proud of him for gaining a little confidence on his three-point shot. I'm proud of him for the way he's been cutting off of Jokic. I'm proud of him for the way he's been finishing at the rim, minus that one time that lost the game for us. Like, I'm proud of
Chin the ball. Take it up with 2 hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fundamentals.
Win the damn game.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
Yeah, fundamentals.
We'll get it. I called it.
We have two different Ryans, so I'm going to add this one to the stream.
That's the
right Ryan. I don't know. It's okay. Ryan, do you have a player right now, whether it's a Nugget or not, that you are like super proud of?
Oh, look at him. He's got headphones on. He's got his flat build hat on.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
You got us, Ryan?
Cracker Barrel is the worst restaurant.
I've been to Cracker Barrels. They're overrated.
Do we have you, Ryan? No, we can't hear you.
It's like Keenan internet, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have a new segment that I'm super pumped about, guys.
Let's hit it.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, what do you guys do? You want positivity first or do you want negativity
Oh,
first?
we're good. Right now, I think we're doing a good job. So whatever you bring this way. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Then we're doing timeout with Tim. Timeout with Tim. Your thoughts on Dwight Howard?
Okay.
Nailed it.
We're going to be real. I liked Dwight when he played for Orlando. He was fun to watch. He reminded me of a Shaq, a big dude, bald. I like guys. I like big men, you know. I mean, maybe that's because when in middle school I was a big guy, but not anymore. But like you pound in the below block. It's fundamental basketball. It's about great. It's about strength.
Strength.
And you know that dude has made some decisions in his career that have turned him towards one direction. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. He is, if not the dirtiest, he is one of the dirtiest players in the NBA. Which is unfortunate because his talent is better than that. He's better than that. He's a big dude. He can box out. He can block people out. He can block shots. He can rebound. He can do what a big man does, a traditional big man does. But I guess his way of contributing nowadays is ticky-tack little bullshit fouls. The dude has lost his way. He's become dirty. It's sad. It's pathetic. And for me, it has ruined his career for me. Like, I liked him. I truly liked him. I loved watching him. But the way he's played the last 3 seasons is, for a lack of a little term, like a bitch. I hope I never see you on the street.
Yeah, he'll beat you up. That's different.
But what I'm saying is it's ticky-tack bullshit fouls. It's throwing his fist in Jokic's face today. It's last year getting in between Jokic and our huddle during a timeout.
Yeah.
It's little bullshit things like that, yes, it gets into the other players' heads, which, you know what, as a defender like you are, Dwight, maybe you should be getting into people's heads, but you're better than doing it like a little bitch and a little tiny ticky-tack shit. I'm sorry, Dwight, you've lost my loyalty. I liked you. I loved watching you do the dunks when you're winning dunk contests. But to me now, you're a has-been, and the only way you can be is by being a dirty-ass player.
Nailed it.
Timeout with Tim.
Nailed it. That was the best timeout with Tim we've had.
Oh, yeah. Woo! Really on point, Timmy.
Nailed it today.
Yeah. Good
He
job.
even brought up the foul today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he goes under Jokic's arm and
Right.
gets in his grill and goes,
Yeah.
whap!
He whacked him.
A little nut tap to the face.
Yeah.
A little
And
nut tap to the face.
even Scott Hastings, who played with the Detroit Pistons, the bad boy Pistons,
Yeah.
said, hey, man, Lambert used to do that all the time.
They're dirty.
And he did that intentionally.
He's
They
dirty.
decided that wasn't a flagrant, and Scott Hastings laughed his butt off. He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's clearly a flagrant. And I just think it's funny. When a bad boy Piston says it's a flagrant,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not called a flagrant, that's pretty funny.
It is fun.
But I love timeout with Tim, and he nailed it today.
Timeout with Tim nailed it today. Ryan, can you hear us again?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me all right?
We got you back. We got you back in that Keenan in and that.
Your thoughts on Dwight Howard?
What was the question?
It was more of a statement. Your thoughts on Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's a great defensive center. A little bit past his prime probably, but overall I think he gets the job done. He has some strength in the middle. He's got some good length to him.
Ryan, what do you think about him?
That's-
Ticky-tack little bitch now. He's a dirty player, Ryan. Prove me wrong. He used to be good. He's not good anymore. He's just a dirty player.
What was the question?
Ryan,
moving on.
No.
Love you, Ryan.
Love you, man.
Love you, Ryan.
The question is, do you have strength in the middle, and do you
Act like a little bitch.
Nailed
He's a
it.
dirty player.
Nailed it.
He's definitely a dirty player.
Yes, he is. That's what we were talking about, Ryan. Thank you. On a positive note, how'd you guys like the City Edition with the Jumpman logo on it?
Oh yeah, because it's not Nike anymore.
Yeah, I liked it.
Our jerseys today were Nike, but our City Edition was
Jumpman.
Jumpman.
Yeah, I liked it.
I want it.
I
Me
want
too.
it.
That makes me
I
want it
need it.
more with the Jumpman than with the swoosh.
Yep.
If you could get a City Edition jersey, what player would you get? This is quick.
Is it?
Gary Harris.
Good one.
Thank you.
Tim.
I don't know yet. Go ahead.
Monte Morris.
Oh, I love
Monte.
RJ Hampton.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be able to wear that bitch for years.
Or he'll be traded next year.
Or I'll be
Well,
traded.
I stopped
freaking
buying
this
jerseys.
year.
I stopped buying
And then he'll do
jerseys
great.
every time
And we'll
I
be
got
like,
traded.
why'd we ever trade him?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
All right, let's go. What's next? Next thing.
Oh, next segment.
Next segment, next topic.
Your thoughts on challenges in the NBA? Anyone have a thought on challenges?
Malone has utilized them well lately.
Agreed.
He saved Murray from would it have been a third foul early on?
Yeah, then he knocked down that three.
Then he knocked down that three, man. I mean, I like it. I wish there were more. I wish it wasn't just 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
NBA officiating sucks. You should be able to challenge a shit ton more.
Good job, Timmy.
Thank you.
Ryan, thoughts on challenges?
in the NBA. No, this is the National Basketball.
He can't hear us.
Ryan. Hello.
Go ahead, Will.
Thoughts on challenges in the NBA, Will?
I think you should be able to at least have 1.5. One a game is terrible. It's not good, and I think
Like the NFL,
that
1.5.
yeah, you should be
And
able.
if you win them both, you get an extra.
Yeah, well, Dave was talking about this with me earlier.
If I may.
I want you to go with it because you nail it with challenges. So
Yeah, I
please.
think you can have infinite challenges if you win them.
Yes.
So you get one challenge, and if you
But if
lose
you win
it,
it, you get another one.
Yeah, you lose it, it's done.
if you lose it, it's gone.
I like
But
it.
if you win it, you get another
another one.
challenge. And if you win it, you get another challenge. Why? Because the NBA is so complicated when it comes to rules and how they look at players and the way they officiate. Like allow coaches, or biased.
They're
Biased.
lack of training.
I'm sure they train the heck out of
They
those
do
guys.
not. There's no way. There's no way.
No, I
Did you
bet.
watch that official in the game against Dallas?
Chick ref.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't want to
here
say
we
it.
go.
I didn't want to say it. She
Here
was
we go.
terrible, and she was biased.
Oh,
She was
no.
so biased.
Oh no.
So biased.
She
She was terrible.
was an NBA official.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't any different from any other.
No, but what I'm saying is, but she was terrible. She called terrible fouls when there were legit fouls. Her whistle didn't work. She loved Doncic. She has a crush on Doncic.
She gave us a couple charges that I was like,
Was
that's
that late in the game?
50.
Early
No,
on?
not late. It was like
I don't know.
She's a typical NBA.
She's just
I
an
thought she-
NBA official.
I thought she was terrible.
Yeah, but she's just an NBA official. But that's not to the point. You should have multiple. If you get a challenge right, like if you challenge a call, you should get another one.
Yes, I agree.
Right?
I agree.
And if you get that right, you should get another one. Why? Because you're calling out what's happening.
The poor
on the court.
officiating in
Yes,
the NBA.
exactly.
Agreed.
All right,
Next.
go ahead, Tim.
I'm on a mood.
I can tell.
Let's hear it.
Luka Doncic,
Okay.
is he one of, if not the biggest crybaby in the NBA? I asked this question because while I do enjoy watching him play when he plays basketball, he has something to say to the official after every time he shoots the basketball. He has something to say to the official after every time the ball is shot. He has something to say when a foul is called on him. He has something to say when he thinks they missed a foul. That dude complains so much, it bothers me. It physically bothers me. It bothers me.
Do you think if Jokic wasn't on your team, you'd
Jokic complains. Yes, Jokic complains.
but not to that extent.
Not Jokic will complain, and Jokic will get a technical, and then he'll back off. Luka Doncic, I have not seen him get a technical for talking to officials.
Doncic got a tee.
He doesn't get teed up for talking to officials. And he talks to officials the entire game.
Yeah.
The entire game. And he complains the entire game. Is
it because of his smile? Did the NBA like his smile?
If you're a Mavericks fan, you love the smile. If you're a Mavericks fan, you love the smile. If you're not a Mavericks fan,
I think it's a cute smile. Otherwise, you want to punch
I think it's a punchable face. Ryan.
Ryan thinks it's a punchable face. I had this conversation with him the other day.
Okay, Ryan, your thoughts on Doncic?
Doncic.
What?
That's what we got. That's what we got.
Really good thoughts, man. I appreciate
The Wi-Fi sucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
This Wi-Fi in Keenan ain't that good, man.
How's it not good? Like, how is Wi-Fi? All right, don't get me started.
You want to know why Wi-Fi sucks?
Yeah.
I don't know why Wi-Fi sucks. I don't want to get
Dude, if you haven't been to Ryan's house, he lives out in the boons.
Yeah, rural areas should have access to broadband internet. At this
There was
point.
a plan to go that way, but something
happened. But okay.
Move on from the Doncic. We all don't like him.
He's fun to watch. Can you not get me wrong? I mean, he's fun to watch, but when he's playing your team, count how many times he complains and cries. The dude gets a quadruple double.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Doncic. Florida Georgia Line songs.
Oh yes.
To end tonight's program, Florida Georgia Line came out with a new single. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but we had some banter back and forth about what the name of that song might be. Your best Florida Georgia Line songs. Go.
The ones I enjoyed that I came up. Are we doing the ones we came up with ourselves?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Keep going. Roll it out.
I enjoyed Hooch and Hounds, Hold My Beer, God, Country, Family Beer, and Wells to Bells, about a one-night stand that goes from drinking Wells whiskey to marriage.
I think Wells to Bells has a lot of potential in it.
Well, I mean, you could do a lot of things with it, but
yeah.
What were the ones you came up with you enjoyed, Dave?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I just liked Sawmill, Sawdust, Saw Her Go.
I like
One of my favorites.
Saw her go.
Sawmill, Sawdust, Saw Her Go. I like that one. I also like Yeti Let Down.
Yeah, Getting Let Down was my favorite.
Yeah, Yeti Let Down is a good one. I think that could definitely be a Florida Georgia Line song.
Yeah, because they're trying to not only, market for Yeti.
We're trying to drink another
They're
beer.
also trying to have another beer. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. They were going to drink Budweiser anyways. Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
Those guys drink Michelob Ultra. Just look at them.
Tim forgot another one that he came up with. Hold My Beer.
Hold My Beer.
Hold My Beer. I think that was a good one.
What was your hoedown one?
Will had a couple that were a little.
Yeah, a little risky.
I liked them, but
backwoods banging.
Yeah,
like
flatbed foreplay.
Yeah, flatbed foreplay, backwoods banging,
heartbreak hoedown.
Hoedown.
One that I thought was a good name, but at the same time, sounds kind of bad. Was My Girl Bleeds Red.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was me.
That was you? I'm sorry. That was you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I showed it to Liz, and she was like, "No, dude."
Well, I mean, she could be a Republican.
That's what I was thinking.
I know, but yeah, that was not class. I'm sorry.
Gun, beer, and whiskey.
Yeah, that was a Timmy one.
Gun, beer, and whiskey was mine. Yeah, I mean, anything with alcohol and guns and
I enjoyed this, but I'm not sure it works. I was thinking of the truck that has the door that doesn't open. It was crawling over. Your door is broken.
I liked this has a heartbreak song. My dog's prettier anyway.
That's a great country song, period. I bet you could get George Strait to sing something like that if it was written.
Dog's prettier anyway.
Yeah.
It's probably a Blake Shelton song.
Yeah, it sounds like
That's
a Blake
more of a
Shelton.
Blake Shelton song.
You're probably right. Not in Florida.
I have a
Georgia
Kenny Chesney song for you guys.
Yeah.
Q and on and on and on.
Q and on. I love it.
Okay.
Quick questions. What are your thoughts about Andrew Wiggins?
Oh, Andrew Wiggins. Okay.
Are you still there, Noah?
Yeah, still there.
Good. Thank you for still being with us, Noah.
Andrew Wiggins.
I've always enjoyed Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, because
Considering he was a top 5 pick, he's underachieved.
Well, he has, but I've always enjoyed him. I like his effort. I like the way he plays. Maybe that's because I'm a Nuggets fan and he was with the Timberwolves for so long. For me, when we go back to the episode where we talked about bringing someone from
You do like Andrew
from
Wiggins.
Golden State to the Nuggets, mine was Andrew Wiggins.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily think he's a starter, but I think he's a good person to have coming off your bench at the guard position.
Okay, I'm not an Andrew Wiggins fan. I don't like anyone who's willing to give a lot up for Andrew Wiggins, which the Golden State Warriors did. So I think that was a bad move.
With a bad contract?
Yep, prove me wrong. Go ahead.
No. It's a terrible contract.
No.
I mean, you're the whole reason you're in the luxury tax is because of Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
So
Why would you even take
I
that
mean,
on?
let's think about it, Noah. Let's think about the Suns who live in your home state. Wouldn't you rather have Cam Johnson than Andrew Wiggins? I would.
Yeah.
Or even Langston Galloway? I would.
Yeah.
I'd rather have those two guys.
Yeah.
They do the same things on a lot less. So overrated and not the same player.
Nope.
Tailgates and tequila.
Ooh,
Yeah, good one.
Tailgates and tequila.
that's a new one.
That's a good.
That just came to me.
That's
came
a
to me.
good
I
one.
can name
Tailgates
songs.
and
I can't
tequila.
write them, but I could name them.
Oh man.
Nailed it.
If any listeners have
Florida Georgia
Line songs, put them in the comments if you watch this at some point.
Buckshot and belt buckles.
Yeah.
Jeez. And if we do end up writing the next 8 songs for Florida Georgia Line, you owe us money, and we're copywriting these.
Copyright. Written.
Written.
If
And
you take our
copied.
song ideas, I would like to speak to you gentlemen in person.
Making love on moonshine.
Yeah, moonshine. Moonshine.
Making love on moonshine.
You know, Corey, our buddy Corey has a future family member on his girlfriend,
Well,
fiance.
don't give it away.
No, that they make moonshine. It's
Oh.
really good.
Yeah, man.
In Florence?
Well, no, her
Don't give it away.
her uncle, my friend Corey's fiance's uncle makes moonshine, and then her dad flavors it,
Right.
and it's like
Pretty delish.
when you drink the actual moonshine, it's moonshine. It's gonna burn your throat. It's gonna grow hair on your chest. But when you get that cinnamony one that he makes,
The apple cinnamon.
the apple cinnamon one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Moonshine's all right. Going to school in Tennessee, I get it.
Tears and beers.
Pastor curfew.
Tears and beers.
Tears and beers.
Uh,
How is that not already a country song?
Tears and
beers.
You make me cry.
There's
I
a
drink
tear in my beer.
Yeah.
There's a tear in my beer.
There is a
Cry
tear
for
in
you,
my
dear.
Oh,
Yeah,
there is.
tear in my
Okay,
beer.
tears and beers.
Same thing. Yeah.
All
All right.
What about?
What about? All right, I'm done. Love you guys, everyone. You did a great job today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Noah. Thanks,
Noah,
Ryan.
thanks for joining us,
Thanks,
Ryan. It
Aiden.
was great to see you guys.
Thanks for listening to us, guys.
Be safe out there. God bless.
Get some better internet out in Keeman.
Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thanks for listening.
All right. Peace out, everybody.